Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the New York Jets versus Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Open man is Uzama. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On second down, it's Pollard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. The numbers for Sanders last week: 13 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200+ in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got...
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And a completion to Wilson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Garoppolo. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do, man. Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts going to keep it running right. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Garoppolo. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. Good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give running left. It's Sanders. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On first down, Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw again. Drops this one down to Gainwell. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Being checked. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up in Motown, Kansas City, heading north to take on Detroit. and it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter.
2 touchdowns in that ball game for DeAndre Swift.
We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Green Bay to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go play action with Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw here into the hands of Moore. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Garoppolo's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 6. Now Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it back.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Eagles, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things aren't looking good.